Parrot.
Guys, this week 4 in the Big Brother's house is going to definitely be a whole lot for all the All Stars housemates. Like the level of plotting I witnessed before and during the head of house challenge today was heavy, really heavy. So Pere, Kid, Neo, Soma, and Tolani. Yes, Tolani was, I think she was the only female in the midst of 4 boys. They formed strong alliance today against all the other housemates. Their focus was solely on saving Tolani, yes, for the pardon me, whatever immunity. Yes, they decided they were going to save. They were all going to enter into the diary room and they will mention Tolani for the pardon me immunity, whatever. And then they were gunning for either Pere or Neo to win the head of house. According to them, they didn't want they couldn't save what's this guy's name, Soma, because already I think in week 2 he got immunity, so it's not possible for him to get immunity again. And they didn't want him, they didn't trust him to win HOH because they felt he'll be more loyal to Angel. It was a whole lot to, like, it was a lot to the point that other housemates noticed that these guys were plotting. So guys, that was Mercy Eke. She came across them while they were plotting, for who to save and who will come out as the head of house. And she had to make that comment. She was like, she quoted a passage in the Bible, 10,000 shall fall by my right hand and another 10,000 by my left hand. And that passage in the Bible is to show you guys how serious these people were. Neo, Pere, Soma, Kidwire. Yes, Kidwire was among, and Tolani Badge. And even Cross at some point, Cross joined them. These guys were heavily plotting for, in fact, for the female housemates, yes. But somehow, Mesieke caught the drill. So for the first round of the head of house game, it went smoothly. Like there was no chaos, no nothing. They mostly came out smiling, but that wasn't the case for the second phase of the game. So while Perry and his gang, they already had plans on who to put up and all of that, Adekunle, Mercy, and Doyin, they came together, formed another alliance on their own, and agreed to take Perry. Like they agreed that they were going to tackle Perry very well, to the point that they have to get him out of the game, like to get him disqualified. That was like the agreement that they had. So the rule of this game states that for each of the housemates, if any of you, your jar drops first, like they are meant to be filling these jars with sand, right? So if your own is the first to drop, and every housemate has the right to fill in, like it's more like a war zone, you have to attack your opponent, right? So whoever's jars gets filled up first, the person is out of the game, right? So I think Adekunle, Doyin, and Mercy, they agreed that they were going to attack Pere and Neo. So that was exactly what happened. And Pere, Pere kept on trying to fill Adekunle kept on trying to fill Pere's jar till the team fell down, and that got Pere very much aggravated. The next thing, he was trying to now go run towards Adekunle's jar to go and fill it so that it will fall and he'll be disqualified from the game too. So I think he was running towards him to go and do that, and then Big Brother saw it and had to call Pere to order and told him that he's out of the game, right? So that very singular act from Adekunle, remember that these people are playing a game, and the housemates has seen Pere, has seen Neo, they have been plotting on how they are going to win the head of house, the person they are going to put up for immunity, and how they are going to leash out terror, especially for Pere. So many of the housemates they are not in support of him becoming the new head of house. So they already have him in mind and they plan to tackle him just like he's planning to tackle them. So this very move from Adekunle to Pere did not go down well with him. So after this very game, Pere took it very personal and a fight broke out between him and Adekunle.
You do not come here and me. Fuck you wanna touch me, okay? You can touch me outside.
Obviously, Pere was very angry, but it wasn't just Pere that was angry. Pere was angry, Neo was angry, Cross was angry, because it was like their game has been like the other housemates caught them on their game, so there's just no headway for them. aside that Neo was able to finish up with his own game, and I think he was going to qualify for the part 2 of the game. So Pere came in, raking. He was angry. You know how Pere feels like he can control anyone, he can shut anyone up. So he brought that energy to Adekunle. Oh, and oh my god, Adekunle stood up to Pere. Like, I loved it, and I love that Adekunle was not even answering Pere in a very serious manner. He was like, bring it on, I'm here. Oh, you said you beat me, you're trying to beat me. He was just walking around the house. Pere said he'll beat me. Oh, more that drama, we did not see it coming today. Like, we did not see this drama coming today, but it was a lot. And I was very happy that these guys were able to clamp Pere and Neo and the other Kidwire, because they are thinking that they are smarter than everyone in the house. Like, they are thinking that they are the ones that really deserve to be in Big Brother's house. Everyone deserves that same opportunity like you. So you don't have to rub it. Even if you're doing anything, you don't have to rub it on people's faces. So moving on, to tell you how brutal these guys were, they decided to use Cross to convince Ilebaye to mention Tolani badge for immunity. Can you imagine? Cross had to take Tolani Badge to the toilet, after speaking to her, trying to convince her and all of that. He now decided to use kiss. Ordinary kiss, to use kiss to bribe my girl. Is the way he dragged her back when she was almost leaving the toilet, and he kissed her to like sort of seal the deal. But I'm very proud of Ilebaye, seriously, because this girl, she used her. Ilebaye showed them today that she knows what she's doing. You cannot control her, because when it was time for nomination, right, Ilebaye entered inside that diary room, and she mentioned Doyin for pardon me please, and I'm like, yes, that's my girl. So you see how brutal these guys were. They were very, what's the word again, they were very, very desperate. Like, they were desperate to be in power this week, and who knows the kind of terror they would have unleashed on other housemates. Anyways, thank God that it didn't work. Luckily their plan failed, and anyways, but they didn't follow the normal procedure of finishing up with the game before now during the black envelope challenge. So for this black envelope challenge, Messi, was it Messi? No, it wasn't Messi. It was Alex, Tolani Badge, and who was the third person? Can I remember the third? I think the third person was it Sheyi? It wasn't Sheyi. It was Ike. Yes, Ike. So Alex got the immunity card. Yes, she was the one that picked the immunity card. Ike picked the gym privilege in the head of house lounge, and then Tolani Badge got try again next time. Better luck next time. I was so happy when Tolani Badge picked that better luck next time, because the way this girl was scheming with these guys, I'm like, girl, you must go home this weekend. This coming weekend, you should be going home. So after the black envelope challenge, it was time for Neo, Messi, and Doyin to go back to the arena. To complete their head of house challenge. But for some reasons, Neil was already complaining. He was just complaining, and Big Brother had to ask him if he was still interested in continuing with the head of house challenge, and he opted out. He said no, that he doesn't want to play anymore. So he left the arena, and it was now left for Messi and Doyin to compete on who is going to be the new head of house for week 4, of which they did. Big Brother told them to play their game, but they should take it calmly. Like, nobody should try to step on the other person's toes, of which they did. They just did their things like queen, kept on working calmly. And at the end of the day, Messi emerged as the new head of house, the very first female head of house for BB Naija All-Star season, and it was a bang.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Biggie.
You have won the head of house game.
So congratulations to Lambo on emerging the fourth head of house for the All-Star season, and the very first female head of house for this season as well. I'm very happy to see Pere's plan crash. Yes, I was one of those people that actually wanted Perez to win head of house as of last week, so that the housemates would see what it means for a general to really, really be in charge. But it's as if he's overdoing things now. He's being very, very authoritative. He's being very, very, very annoying. Yes, Perez is actually being very annoying. He's carrying the whole thing on his head as if, I just don't like the vibe he's giving. So yes, I'm happy that he didn't win. I'm happy that he's not even among any of the BFFs. I'm happy that they have this whole week to struggle with. Like, I can't wait. Let's see what this week will, will bring about. Messi already is handling her reign very well. She chose White Money and Fraud and Sheyi. Yes, I think Sheyi is among as her right hand men. Abi, how will I call them? So they are the ones that are helping her to make sure that things are in order, to make sure that others are being followed, so that nobody will intimidate her because she's a female or any of those kind of things. So I'm hoping that this week will go well. All these people that are feeling like they're on top of their game will know that at the end of the day, everyone is equal in Big Brother's house, right? If you feel you're bigger than 120 million, what are you doing there? So yeah, let's see what happens in the coming days of the week. And yes, guys, I think I'll be rounding it up for this very video. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, drop your comments, and yes, I'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks guys. Bye.